Thanks for watching another episode of CC Rider. I'm about to get up on the interstate. Another day of driving the Mitsubishi Eclipse RS 420A engine. About to get up on the interstate here. And I just wanted to get on here and give everyone a little bit of update. First of all, a small update on the condition that my car was going through. I really didn't change much. Whoa. People want to drive up fast behind me getting onto the on-ramp. So you don't realize that I'm driving a stick. By the way, that's why I did that modification to my signal lights that I showed you on the other video, so that when I do have my lights on, which I don't have them on right now, maybe I should, because it's a little bit of overcast and it looks like, there's a little bit of road construction going on, and they're putting up the stuff right now, so not really. There was some road construction going on. And the traffic seems to be a little bit sporadic, a little heavy in some spots. But if we were all to slow down right now, it would really be condensed. So it's kind of stretched out, but there's lots of traffic, put it that way. So back to what I was going to say. Sometimes it's annoying to drive on the left side of the interstate. I don't like when people do that quick cutting from the slow lane into the fast lane, trying to calculate just right, cutting across. Anyway, so let me get back to what I was saying. The condition that my car was going through, I really didn't do much to change it. I just, first of all, I started to put some fuel injection cleaner in there, and that it did fix the problem, except at idle. Sometimes the idle would dip a little below 1,000 RPM and then pick back up if I'm sitting at a stoplight or I come to a stop. Since then, I've put some octane boost in it, and I noticed that it cranks up faster and way smoother, and the RPM picks up pretty high. What I mean by pretty high, which is actually somewhat normal, is that the RPM races upward, I think close to 2,000 RPM, a little under, then it drops back down, but it's very smooth when it picks up. So the RPMs are smoother on the acceleration. It just feels basically like I put a higher octane fuel in. That's all. But I really haven't. And I did not fill up the gas tank when I did. I only had like $7 of gas in the car, which basically at these gas prices, that put it a little past the first line. So half a tank, and I put half of the bottle in there, and when it got down near E, I drove it like that for a while. When it got down near E, I poured the rest of it in there because I wanted a concentrated amount of the fuel injection cleaner. But I did not buy the expensive fuel injection cleaner. I bought the cheap one because I knew I was going to pour more in there than gas that it recommends. But I did not buy the expensive fuel injection cleaner because the expensive fuel injection cleaner, not fuel injection cleaner, the expensive octane boost is more stronger. I've experienced that in the past when I bought Gum Out octane boost, which they don't sell anymore. But I learned the hard way when they did sell that stuff. When I was using that Gum Out octane boost, it's very strong. I don't think you can find it anymore. There's a good reason for that, because you can burn up your catalytic converter. I did that. I burned up haven't seen the gum out anymore. They have the gum out fuel injection cleaner, but not the octane boost. There's probably good reason for that, like I just stated. You know, it will mess up your Cadillac converter if you put too much in there. So after that had happened with a different car I was driving a old school Dodge Avenger, 96 Dodge Avenger V6, which is basically the same platform as this car, except that's a bigger car. And some vehicles do have a 428 engine in it, which in my opinion, the car is way too heavy for a 4-cylinder engine. But they're out there somewhere maybe. But anyway, with the V6 it's fine. It's just not really fast from the start, but down the road it's pretty fast. Especially if you did what I did to it, because I had shortened exhaust on it. A much shorter exhaust. One side of the exhaust was running without the Cadillac converter, the other side was with the Cadillac converter. It's all a matter of space. It's the reason why I did that. I almost really had no choice as far as space is concerned, and what I had available, and my method of welding was pretty much from the ground up. You know, at home. Not up on a lift or anything. So, but the octane boost seems to have straightened things out a little bit. The noodle foam is still there. The temperatures have gone up a little bit. Not as cold as it was. So I am aware that the engine is running a little bit warmer than normal than it would if it weren't there. And it's alright. The temperature is almost halfway. Just trust me when I tell you. The temperature is almost halfway right now. It's slightly below, not much. So, but I'm moving at about a good 68 miles an hour. Not trying to kill it, just trying to get there. Just trying to drive at normal speed. And it's doing pretty good, it's doing alright. But been watching a lot of videos here on YouTube, and I see a lot of modifications that these guys are doing on YouTube. It's really inspiring to see other people out there with their other cars, what they're doing, the swaps that they're doing, the exhausts that they're doing. I want to do a modification with my exhaust. It's just that when I get my amp working again, I don't want my exhaust sound to compete with the amp. Not right now. But if I do some type of exhaust modification, I want to have it where I can change it whenever I feel like it. You know, I've had the idea for a long time to have 2 exhaust mufflers. One where it's venting to the atmosphere, the other one is blocked off. But the only problem with that is, I think if I did a type of a permanent type of setup where it's a wide pipe and one side is blocked and the other side is exhausting, I think it would create a back pressure event to the main exhaust that's venting out to the atmosphere. I don't think it's going to work. It may end up hampering performance instead of gaining performance if I did a Y and then block it off. Yeah, it probably would. So using a type of bypass valve would be better. It's just a matter of either buying it or making it. And the making part right now, the only thing I can come up with that I can make without having to buy too much would be a manual type of valve. And my thinking goes straight to having something in the car, some type of lever, stick shift lever, where I can pull back, push forward, that would open the valve and let it vent to a straight pipe, bypassing the, well, not blocking off the muffler exhaust, but redirecting it to a straight pipe. Excuse me. You know, when you're a rider, that's one thing you don't like doing is coughing. It's just time of the year sometimes, that little cough, and I usually don't stay sick at all. I deal with sickness in a much different way. I get angry if I get sick. I'm not sick anymore, I'm not really sick. So it's just like a little cough. It came, it's like a little touch and go kind of thing, and now I'm just getting over that. And now I'm having to talk loud over the ambient sound to where I feel like I can be heard on the microphone, basically. So it's a little bit of dry throat right now. But anyway, back to what I was saying. So an exhaust setup like that would be pretty cool. One in which where I had a lever or something next to the e-brake right here, or beside my leg on the other side of the e-brake, in between the seat, or something. Have a lever where I can pull it, and it would change the exhaust sound. I can deal with that. I mean, it doesn't have to be fully electronic where I push a button. That would be nice, but I'm trying to make something now. And that's only because, you know, I want to hear my system. When I get my amp working again, or I'm going to either see if I can fix my amp this time or just replace it. It's a 600 watt amp. I do not remember the name brand. Don't ask, I just don't remember. But 600 watt amp. It's a dual coil, 800 watt, 12. And this is my second amp so far. Speaker's fine. Speaker's fine. It's just the fact that the amp that I've been buying for the second time now only lasts for about a year and a half. I say a year and a half. I tried not to go too hard on it this time. I tried to just pretty much be easy with this amp that I bought this time. But it didn't last me that long. It pretty much lasted about as long as the last one did. It has 3 power levels to it, low, medium, and high. And I started off playing it on low for the longest until I got tired of it being on low, and I knew the potential was higher than what I was hearing. So I switched it up on medium, and I've been playing it there ever since. And it finally went out on me. So, and if I put it up on high, the only problem with that is the power that the radio puts out is only 50 by 50. And I got 6x9s in the back, tweeters replaced in the door, in the place where the speakers were in the front. I got tweeters there. So my voice effect isn't as strong as it should be. And most of the bass is in the back. So you can imagine I have to adjust the EQs to hear things correctly. I've gotten quite used to it. So that's pretty much that. But as far as aerodynamics is concerned, like on the other video, I haven't changed anything. I've thought about doing some body work. I don't think I've ever showed a video where I have the damage on my hood from the previous owner. I've thought about doing something with Bondo or something to reshape it because it's dented in and down, so that if I pack Bondo on top of it, I can pretty much just reshape it and repaint it. Thought about doing something like that, and I've seen a video where, of course I wouldn't do it this way, but I seen a video where somebody put like studs in the body of the vehicle and then smooth it over with Bondo. I think that's hideous. Yeah, I guess it would work, but I would do something more like stitched wire, like hook stitch wire into the metal, like so. Different little hook stitches, and then Bondo it over. That way that any part that goes in between is really going to hold it well, and it's not going to look hideous. Just the thought of it. I know you'd never see it once it's completed, but that's just my thinking of it. I would do it like that. Smooth that thing over and paint it over. Yeah, that's what I would do. So, another thing, I guess you can see my wing back there. I have the stock wing on the back of my car back there. And I'm pretty much going to leave that just like it is. So if I do any type of modification in the future, any type of upgrade, I'm going to have a second wing. How I'm going to do it? Right now I'm not going to talk about it. What in the world? Man. So right now I'm really not going to talk about what type of design I'm going to do. A dual wing would be a cool thing. That's what I want to do. And I'll do that. So I thought this video was going to be really nice, but it seems like my voice wants to crack up a little bit. Well, let me get back on YouTube and watch some more videos, because I feel like I just want to break down. Excuse me. Yeah, let me get off this thing. Sorry the video got messed up a little bit, my coughing, but hey guys, I mean, sometimes the video doesn't always you know, turn out as perfect as you like. I'm about to get off of this exit right here. I feel like I got to use the restroom. The restroom. Anyway, thanks for watching CC Rider. And one day I'm gonna pretty much do a walk around with the car and a little bit of POV maybe, and just different experiences with the 428. I think a lot of DSMs and 428s are going to come back in style, strictly because I'm trying to hold my camera, make sure it doesn't fall. The prices of new cars right now are insane, and young kids out there who want to buy a car, they're not going to be able to afford, and their parents are not going to be able to afford a brand new car. So DSMs, JDMs, that's going to be repopularized again. Let me get out, go use the restroom, and possibly watch what's going on out there. Shout out to all the YouTubers out there doing big things, buying new cars. I see a lot of y'all getting Ferraris out there, doing engine swaps and stuff like that. That's cool. And nothing wrong with that whatsoever. But let me get off this thing, because I'm about to get angry. CC Rider, thanks for watching. What's up, what's up? Oh, like this video at least, and subscribe if you come across me. Thanks for watching.